In today's video, I want to share with you some advice that when I heard it, it completely changed my life. It helped me change my mindset, helped me to really get unstuck. At the time, I was going through a separation. I was probably 4 months in, and I was really making no progress. I was very upset. My life felt like a mess. I was really distracted at work. I would come home from work and just watch TV, zone out, eat unhealthy foods, really make no progress, sit on the couch crying at night, just focused on what I had lost, what a loser I felt like, how alone I was, reflecting on all the good times we had, being resentful towards her, wondering, like, doesn't she realize all the things that I had done for her, everything that we had together, and now she's off with this new guy who didn't have to do all this stuff. He's not committed to her for the last 13 years. Blah, 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 blah. Hey guys, Johnny here, walking the streets of Playa Car and Playa del Carmen, and I wanted to just throw this out into the universe. I'm sure you've heard this advice before, and if not, maybe this is what you need to kickstart yourself to get unstuck, to start making the progress you want to see. If you have heard this before, maybe this is just a good reminder because this is something that I live by continually, even still. And that is the fact that no one is coming to save you. Yes, it really sucks that your wife, your girlfriend left you. She doesn't want to be with you anymore. It's it's a devastating blow. You feel completely lost. You feel rejected. You feel like she was the one. She's supposed to be your soulmate. And maybe that's true. I mean, you're entitled to your feelings. It fucking hurts. It sucks. But the fact of the matter is that she left and no one is coming to save you. You can come home every day, all day, and you can sit and write text messages that'll get her back, or you can stay stuck watching movies. You can feel very upset and really make no progress at all. But by doing that, you are making a subconscious decision. You are just on autopilot. And by not making a decision, you are making a decision. So whether you want to admit it or not, you staying stuck every day, coming home, focusing on all the things that you lost, all the things that she's missing out on, remembering only the good times that you had, you are making a decision to stay stuck. No one is going to come save you. If you want to get over these feelings, if you want to move on with your life, if you want to say, even if you want to get her back, like you have to move on. You're like, no one's coming to save you. You have to start taking the actions that you want to get the life that you want. I was stuck for a long time. I felt like I was never going to find anybody again. I thought I was too old. I was 34. I was in small town Wisconsin. Like, where am I going to go meet somebody new? So I was not really taking any action. I was hoping that somebody would come save me. Oh, yeah, I'm overweight. I'm not happy. I don't like the place I'm living in. I don't have any friends. I don't have any social skills. I just continually thinking of all this stuff that I don't have. But I was never actually taking any actions to get the things that I wanted. I wasn't going to the gym. I wasn't going to practice social skills at the trivia night or just to learn to be more social, to have interesting conversations. I was just sitting there bitching and complaining. This is how I was growing up. I was jealous of everybody else who had things that I wanted. I wanted to be the popular kid. I wanted to have girlfriends. I wanted to be social and charismatic. But instead of actually taking action, I would just complain about it. And I would just be jealous and bitter in my head. And I never heard this advice of no one is coming to save you. I guess I just assumed that I had my lot in life and that was the way things were. But when I heard this message, it really just triggered in me that I was making a decision to stay stuck. I was completely focused on the past, never focused on what I want out of life. And that's when I decided, okay, he's right. No one is coming to save me. I can complain to my friends. I can feel bad about the relationship. I can do all this stuff. She's already moved on. She's got her boyfriend. She does not want me back at all. And, I wasn't really doing anything attractive to make her want to come back just by moping around. Like, that's not going to make anybody interested. Like, why would she come back? She left me. She's not going to come back to a worse version of me. So I realized I had to figure out what I wanted to do with life. And then I had to start taking actions to do it. I don't know if you have family members like this. I know I do, that they will complain about everything, but they'll never come up with a solution. Tony Robbins says that something like 60% of people are glad that it's your problem. The other 40% just don't care. And that's really true. That's what I came to realize, was that people do feel bad that I was going through a divorce. They didn't want to see me in pain, but they also don't want to hear me complain and make no progress on anything. I don't know if you had that before. I have family members that just complain about everything, but they won't ever look for a solution. They expect somebody to come and save them. Somebody's just going to come and give them the money they need. Somebody's going to come and just make them in shape. Somebody's going to come and just give them the relationship they want. They don't want to put in any of the work. They just think that, okay, if I feel bad enough, maybe something will change. And it's not going to. No one is coming to save you. Message of the video, message that I live by now. This was really reflective on me this weekend. I went out to the nightclub or the bars here, and I felt very stifled. I didn't feel very energetic. I was very nervous to talk to anybody. And in the past, I would have made excuses for this. I would have said like, oh, that's just the kind of person I am. It's okay. It's maybe they're just not that friendly people. Just all these excuses. But the fact is that no one is coming to save me. If I want to become more social and charismatic, if I want to get the dating life I want, if I want to make the friends that I want, if I want to live the life that I want, I have to take steps to do that. It's in my control. I can either complain and bitch about it and do nothing, or I can find solutions and continue to progress and work on that. So the whole message of this video is, I know it fucking sucks if you're going through a divorce, breakup, you're not happy with your life, you're not happy with your job, you're not happy with your finances, you're not happy with blah, 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 blah. It does not matter. What are you going to do about it? No one is coming to save you. If you don't like your job, what steps are you taking to find a new job? What steps are you taking to find a girlfriend if you're looking for one? What steps are you taking to feel better after a divorce? Yes, it sucks. You are entitled to your feelings. You should process that. You should do whatever you can to get over that so you don't harbor resentment towards your ex. But just because you feel that way does not mean you can't be taking actions or taking steps to move forward. I felt like shit when I was doing this stuff. Yeah, I still thought about her, still wanted to get her back. Excuse me. But when you realize that no one's coming to save you, well, yeah, it sucks. She's gone. I can't do anything about that. But I can go to the gym. I can go and invite myself to a trivia team. I can move out of small town Wisconsin. I can go take a trip out of town. There are things that I could do that will start to improve my life for the better. No one's just going to show up, drag my ass to the gym. No one's going to show up and just change my style for me. No one's going to just show up and say, hey, Johnny, I'm here. I want to date you, even though you've made no improvements on yourself. It was just a really eye-opening thing for me. So I just wanted to throw this out there into the universe. Maybe it'll help somebody somewhere, some way. I know it was a huge impact on me. I still think of this all the time. I take personal responsibility. I think that's the same kind of mindset. The things that happen to you are not your fault, but it is your fault, or not, I guess not your fault, but you choose how you want to react to it. Your wife left you. It's over. It fucking sucks. I don't know the circumstances of it, but if she's willing to walk away or if she cheated on you, in my opinion, you can't take her back. So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit around and mope around for years? I have plenty of friends who have done that. It's not the kind of lifestyle I want to live. Or are you going to do what it takes to live the best life you possibly can, to move forward, to use that freedom, to live an entirely different life, to find somebody who's a better match for you, who doesn't have all the red flags, who wouldn't leave you, who you can make happy. I know for me, I was never going to become the man I needed to be in a healthy marriage. I was 22 when I got married, very immature, very low confidence, very scarcity mindset. I don't regret the marriage at all. I think it was a great experience. I learned a lot from it, but I was not the kind of man I needed to be to make that work. And so once we got divorced and I realized no one was coming to save me, I could start making those changes to become more masculine, to become more confident, to live a better lifestyle, to do the things that I wanted to do. Like I started to envision what I wanted my life to be like. And no one was going to come save me to get that life. People don't just show up with a bag of money. People don't just take you to Colombia or whatever trip you've been imagining. You have to go do that shit. You have to take action. No one's coming to save you. Say it again. No one's coming to save you. If you want to change your life, you have to take the actions. So if you're going through a divorce, you're going through a breakup, you're in your 30s and 40s and you feel like you're too old, you don't think that your life is where you want it to be, turn this video off, write down one thing you can do this week that will put you in the right direction towards the life that you want. If you're feeling stuck after a divorce, what can you do that'll make you feel a little bit better about the situation? Can you go to the gym one time this week so you get a good workout in, you feel better about your body? Can you journal some thoughts on what you'd like your life to look like, where you want to go now, what you're going to do with this new freedom? If you're not happy with your job, is there something you can do this week to start you in the right direction? Can you apply for something new? Can you look at maybe starting your own business? Rather than playing the victim, find a solution. No one's coming to save you. It is in your control. You can live a great life. You just got to take some actions. All right. We will leave it there for now on that topic. Overall, things are going well with me with the non-negotiables. I'm on day 64 of approaching every day, going to the gym every day, meditating every day. Yeah, so that's going great. Another thing I would mention, because I felt like I was stifled and stuck at the bars last night, rather than complain about it and make myself feel like I wasn't good enough, I decided I was going to create a self-hypnosis where I can visualize myself doing these environments. I was feeling very stifled, was not happy with my social skills at that moment, and I could have complained and thought, "Oh, it's just not for me, blah 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 blah." Hold on, it's staying loud. Could have just sat around just wishing things would be better. But instead, I decided to create that self hypnosis because I've been doing the meditation for like 60 days now. And although it's been useful, it's not really what I envisioned it would be. So I have to, eh, so I have to do something different. And I'm going to try this self hypnosis to envision the life that I want, start taking actions towards the life that I dream about. This is not something that just changed my life after divorce. It's something that I continue to live by. I know that I'm a man, I'm in charge of my value. I can get the life that I want, but I'm gonna have to work for it. No one's just gonna give it to me. It's not just gonna come out of nowhere. No one's coming to save me. That's it for today. I'm off to the gym. This is the second time I filmed this video. The microphone went out and all the sound was gone. So hopefully the app I put this through will fix some of the audio, but hopefully the message is just clear. This is just really something that really helped me out. So putting this out into the universe, hopefully it helps you guys out. We'll see you next time.